Hello. Got my little turtleneck on, or whatever you call this show. I went for a swim today. It was fucking freezing. I was coming out to sea like, yeah, it's not that bad. I was fucking dying. As the excitement died down, I just finished watching the England-French match. Oh, what a game. And look, I was harsh on England, I was, when they played us. They were brilliant in that game. Credit where it's due, they were outstanding. To stay in that game, to score a try, then France go and score again, and then England go back and finish. Oh, brilliant finish to the game. Finn Smith stepped up where Marcus Smith failed. Two very poor kicks by Marcus Smith. I just want to highlight that actually. Antoine Dupont had a terrible game, a really bad game, and you never would say that. I thought against Wales he looked poor. Certainly didn't think he looked like the Antoine Dupont that we know. He was very poor. That just shows you when Dupont is on his game, they're a much better side. Piotr Movaka let a ball slip over his hands. Damien Penaud dropped about three of the passes he was given, which is very unlike him. I felt like England just did it off. I said Ollie Slightholm should be in the team, and I was right. He played brilliantly. He was excellent. Him and Tommy Freeman were outstanding. Finn Smith was very good and stepped up when he was needed. I felt like he should have just waited until that clock was winded down. But in fairness to him, imagine if you're the fella who misses the 2 point conversion right in front of the posts when the game is about to end. And I felt like really good game management by England, and we should do that more. And see, that's actually the frustration with them, right? So you might say I was very harsh on them, and I know I've made a video criticising their lack of discipline. They're a good team. They don't need to be ill-disciplined. They made some massive tackles. Alexander Uma got smashed about three times. Winnie Antonio carried and got knocked back on his arse. I told you it was much better in that game. Actually contributed a hell of a lot more without being a mouthpiece and dirty. I felt like the Curry brothers again were really good. I felt like Ben Earl getting that crucial turnover. Very good. Looked unfit though. It's not like him. He was going down a few times. Like he was hurt. Tom Willis had moments, really strong carries, but he wasn't the best back rower. I felt like he was letting England down a little bit. Finn Baxter, I thought, he's after losing the scrum. It's against Winnie Antonio, so you can let him off with that. He dominated George Henri Coulomb very well, and got a try, so fair play. It's not easy against the French. Um, Ollie Lawrence again scoring, fair play. He did very well. He was very close to being in my fantasy team, but Hugh Jones and Ignacio Brex just did enough for me. That was a brilliant England performance. They were outstanding. Marcus Smith was not. Two very poor kicks that he missed. Tomas Ramos missing two. You never think you're going to say that. One you could let him off because it was out near the touchline, but one was right in front. And when games are finally balanced like that. But on another note, I said England to win by two, and Shawnee, you said it was going to be controversial. I got it bang on. nearly. I got the England win. Nobody said England were going to win when I was talking to them. I said England will win, and nobody believed me. I said it was going to be tight. I said by two, and they ended up going out and winning by one. Just to show you, it's. You can go back and check out the video for my predictions. 30-28, 26-25, but by a point I said two. I'm very impressed with myself. If that doesn't show you I've got a rugby brain, what does? Really good game. I said that England should test them out in the kicks. They did. They listened to me, more maybe than they listened to Steve Borthwick, who knows. Some brilliant kicking. Great rucking as well. Like the back row for England did a great job. George Martin again very quiet. Need to see more from him. But the England front row got on top of France. I thought they were unlucky not to get more scrum penalties. Winnie Antonio getting the advantage against Finn Baxter, but George Henri Coulomb is not good enough in the scrum. He got popped up and destroyed every time. Not good enough from him at all. Aldrit never really got going, which I didn't think I'd say. Paul Boudon was quite quiet. Francois Crowe as well. Miafu tried, but they were taking him down. They were dealing with them. They were. Not a good performance by France. They left a lot of points out there. The players I will say were good were BL Barry. Matthew Jalibert looked very dangerous when he got on the ball. He definitely added a lot to the attack. I feel like you cannot let him run with the ball. He's too good with it in hand. Yoram Moefana got a few good chances. Barassi was kind of quiet, but Moefana, physical. He ran over Henry Slade and was quite strong in that game. Penaud, for how good Penaud is now, and Damien Penaud was one of the best wingers in the world. So we're going to have high standards for him. He did not have his best game, but he got a try. BL Barry was very good. I wouldn't criticise him. I thought he did very well. Two tries, he could probably. Ollie Slightholm was very good, but I think given that France didn't perform their best, BL Barry has to be worth a shout for the team of the week again. 2 weeks running. I felt like Teo Atasogby was very unlucky to miss out. Just on a side now, like you score two tries, have a very good game against Wales. I know it's only Wales, but still, like very good play. He did very well. I don't think he did anything wrong. Certainly was a shout from the start, or at least be on the bench. But they didn't pick him, and no Roman Ntamack. So I guess that partnership between the Toulouse players is key. But um, England just looked like they wanted it more, plain and simple. Piero Movaka not playing his best rugby. Like he should be doing better. He's a really good player. I put him in my team of the world, like in my World 23. He is the starting hooker, but he was not good enough. He had moments now, but for the player that he is, I was shouting up Jean Baptiste Gros last week, and fair play. Like he chased back. How often do you see a loose head prop chasing back a kick and tapping it down to alleviate pressure? Like his work rate is incredible. He's very good. I'm very impressed with him, and I was singing his praise last week. And his work rate, he was very good again. I feel like they had to keep Emmanuel Miafu on because I was thinking if you're going to take anyone off early, it's going to be Miafu. Roma has much more of an engine on him than Miafu, but they were getting hit back in the scrum, and I guess they were thinking we can't afford to take anyone off. We've got to keep him on. We've got to have that bulk. Um, yeah, we just have to have Weenie and Miafu there in the tight head side so we don't get driven back. Because Genge was, he was managing Weenie, and then Will Stewart was putting Jean Baptiste Gros to the sword. The English front row can consider themselves the better in that game. They definitely were, at least in the scrum, which is the main area. Great performance, and Finn Baxter stepped up. Sorry, yeah, he did step up, but I was Finn Smith as well. I think he made a really good case for himself. He certainly hasn't done any harm to his selection. But I'm buzzing. I got the prediction right. I know, like it's an England win, but look, I said it. I said they were good enough. I said cut out the dirty shit and you'll win the game, and they did. A bit unstructured in defence, but Ollie Slightholm with that try save and tackle on Louis B. Elbery, that was brilliant. Like that was such good cover. Tommy Freeman was very good as well, but I don't know. Would I pick Ollie Slightholm or Tommy Freeman in the team of the week? Hard to call. They're both very good in different ways, and we still have the game tomorrow to decide that. Hopefully, the Ireland team will get on top. Let's go. Let's go. We can do this. We can beat the Scots. When all said and done, it's just rugby. And look, England played brilliantly. They were outstanding. I have to give it to them where it's due. Felt like Henry Slade was a bit of a weak link. Made a few errors. Feel like England could have won that by even more. Just what a game. What a great game to watch. That's what it's all about. Given the game beforehand, and I'll review that after. I just want to get to this while it's still fresh in my mind. England crucified France at the breakdown. They destroyed them. I was saying don't kick loose to France, and every time they did, France broke because Penno was so dangerous. BL Marie was very good. It's going to be hard to not put him in the team of the week. I think that left wing spot is staying with Louis B. Elbery because he was outstanding again, even though France weren't. So that's the sign of a good player. 2 tries in a very tight game. You can't go wrong, and he was a danger throughout the whole game. And he gave an assist for Penno's try. It's going to be very hard to knock him off. I'm pretty sure that left wing spot is reserved purely for Louis B. Elbery. What a game. Outstanding. Yeah, just such a good game. Like I say, France did not play their best rugby. Knock on after knock on. Tomo Ramos missing 2 kicks. As he say, one of them was out near the touchline, so you cut him some slack, but the other one was right in front to take the lead. It was kind of tit for tat, and I feel like France not putting England away in the first half really cost them, but England showed that they stay in the game till the end, which is what Ireland need to do. Fair play, can't fault them. Apart from those missed kicks by Smith, and maybe I'll get into it, and Henry Slade, I think great performance. England wanted it more, and now they were outstanding. No disputes here from me. They cut out the dirty shit, and look what it got them: a win against France, which nobody thought except for me that they would get. Very good performance. Fair play. And bring on Ireland v Scotland. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a good game, but I think we can get the job done. All right, that's ending it for this one.